folks, it's Jason here again, and today I want to share with you a quick lesson on hammer-ons and pull-offs. And the exercise is going to be split up into 3 sections, and the basis of this lesson is not only to use hammer-ons and pull-offs, but it's also going to be showing you how to stretch your fingers and using all of your fingers here during the exercise. So let's get to it. Now, I know that sounded like 4 sections. That fourth phase of that pattern, I just went back to the second piece just to kind of finish it out with. But I'm going to break down the 3 sections here, and everything I'm playing here is on the 5th string, the B string, and the root, or the bass rather, with my first finger is the 5th fret. And what I'm doing is, as I'm doing hammer-ons and pull-offs, you know, basically a hammer-on is when you hammer the note. It's hammer time. That was bad. I had to reach for the 80s for that. Anyway, and a pull-off is when you just pull off the note. I've never gotten too technical with my guitar playing. I just play. So there's probably another word for hammer-ons and pull-offs, but you get the idea. And the notes we're going to be hammering and pulling here are going to be, or the frets rather, are going to be 8 and 7. So you're on your bass here on the 5th fret, and then you're hammering 8 and 7. And that's it. And you notice in that first section, I'm using, you know, I've got my first finger always at the bass note, and then the other fingers I'm utilizing are the 3rd finger and the pinky. Now the second piece of this pattern, I'm going to be excluding my 3rd finger, and I'll be using my 2nd finger and my middle finger and my pinky finger. Yeah, that's your 2nd finger, right? Okay. And then your bass here is going to be on the 7th fret, and the notes you're going to be hammering on and pulling off are going to be 10 and 8. So it's like this. The final piece is going to be a little bit more of a stretch here. Your bass is going to be your 8th fret, and the notes you'll be hammering and pulling on are the 12th fret and the 10th fret. And that's pretty much it. So what you'll do is you'll start again. You'll start at the first part, slide up, and slide up 1 fret, and then you can go back to the second one if you want to finish out with it. But that's pretty much it. That's the pattern. And again, you know, the basis of this lesson is really to get you using all 4 fingers. When I first started playing, I didn't use my pinky finger a lot. You know, I relied on the first 3 fingers. But then I started wanting to get some extra notes in my leads, and I found the pinky, when it's strengthened, can be very useful. So all 3 phases of this pattern have you using your pinky finger. Now, one more thing I want to share with you. You can learn this pattern, and you don't have to play it exactly like I am. I don't always play it exactly like just that, you know. This is just a practice, you know, this is a practice session. So you can play it like that. But if you want to start out with just an exercise, and this is kind of like working out, you know, if you don't work out, your muscles aren't going to grow, that sort of thing. If you don't practice your guitar and practice your patterns and your hammer-ons, pull-offs, your taps, your sweeps, you know, your arpeggios, all that good stuff, you're not going to get any better. So if you want to start out, this is just another part of the lesson here, and this is more of a strength builder for your fingers. And start out with that first pattern, and just wail on that first pattern for, like, I don't know, set a timer for like 10 or 20 seconds. Yes, it's very boring to do that, and your fingers will actually start cramping up. But sometimes I'll do that. Sometimes when I'm practicing, I'm always writing music. I'm always coming up with metal chops and writing leads. But oftentimes, I like to go back to the basics, some basic exercises like that to strengthen my fingers. So you can take each part of the pattern and just practice that for several seconds. And you can throw in some extra notes there, if you want to do that, that's fine. And then, do those and then go back to the actual pattern. And that's pretty much it. Practice those. I promise you, if you do that every day, just spend like 5 minutes on those patterns there, your fingers will get stronger. You'll have more dexterity, and I think you'll notice an enhancement in your lead playing. So, hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye now. Metal. Dun 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 dun. Just to think, I almost forgot that.